GM guys, you're welcome to another 9jaCashFlow live trading in New York session. My name is Lauke, and today we are going to be analyzing and executing trades on gold, BTC, US100, and EURUSD. This is only for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice in any way or form. You are not obligated to take any of our trades, and it's important to understand that when it comes to trading, anytime, any day, you have to manage your risk carefully. So having said that, let's dive into what we have for you today. First and foremost, we're going to be starting with the daily market scan. So let's look at the recent scan that we have. We're also going to be checking the crypto daily digest and the forex market digest. Please let me know if you can hear me clearly and also where you are joining us from. And I want to quickly run a quick update to let people know that we are live. We are live so that anybody that wants to join us can just join us. Can you also hear my background music? Very interesting, lovely music. So just a moment, please. Okay, guys. Um, let's. Oh, I think I use. Okay, guys. Um, let's. Okay, guys. Let's dive in. Let's start with the general market scan. These are momentum markets that are moving fast and they're also trending. That is, they have a well-defined trend, whether bullish or bearish. Okay, most of the market that we trade, they are not currently trending. They don't have a precise trend. Okay, but here I can see that Procter and Gamble, MicroStrategy, most of US stocks, they are trending. Right, so let's just check our watch list markets. Let's check our watch list. So we have GBP USD, kind of mixed. We have Euro is bearish, but it's bullish on 1 day and 1 week. We also have gold is now bearish, but it's neutral on 1 day and on 1 week. Silver is also bearish, oil is bearish, USD, that's Dow Jones, is also bearish. Nasdaq, that's US100, which we trade, is also bearish, neutral on 1 week. S&P 500 is also bearish. So basically the market seems to be bearish now because we are seeing a significant increase in the dollar index. So dollar is strengthening. We should see most pair lose value relative to the dollar. So this is the dollar index. It was at 96. Can you see 95.5 last week, Tuesday? Now it's moving higher, kind of in an upward trend. Right, so let's also check our Binance market scanner. Right now we only have about 3 coins that are trending and have strong momentum. ZIL USDT, USDT UAH, I don't know what this is, and auction USDT. So let's quickly check ZIL USDT. Okay, so ZIL USDT is Zilliqa USDT. Zilliqa is having something like a breakout. Let's check this on the daily time frame. If you look at it on daily time frame, Zilliqa is bearish, right? So you can clearly see the trend, pretty bearish on the daily time frame, and we are seeing like a breakout. We saw a breakout today, but in the grand scheme of things, it's still bearish. So this is just like a breakout to this support, which is like our area of interest if at all. And the most tangible thing to do is to just short. But if you have been following us on this live stream, you know that we don't really short. We don't short market that are not that liquid. We don't trade them in crypto. We only trade BTC with leverage. The rest is just buy and hold. So, but this is just a potential setup. Let's check USDT UAH. I think this is the currency of a country. So this is Theta. Okay. So this is Theta US versus Ukrainian currency. So I didn't know that there's this on Binance. So UAH is actually $1 is 46.40. So dollar is appreciating, so the price of UAH relative to the dollar is increasing. Need 46.39 Ukrainian currency for $1, and this market is trending. The other one that we have here is auction USDT. So this auction USDT, I think we had a trade set up last week. Okay, so this is auction. Okay, so this is still bearish. Most altcoins are bearish. So having looked at that, let's quickly look at some crypto news. We have MicroStrategy saying that he bought Bitcoin over the weekend when the price dipped. So yeah, the price of Bitcoin did dip, the price fell. Can you see? So it did dip. Let me come to a 1 hour time frame. So price of Bitcoin did dip, it fell. So MicroStrategy is saying that he bought over the weekend, so that's good for him. But right now the guy is even underwater, because I don't know if he's exactly underwater, but his break-even price of purchasing Bitcoin is around $76,000 or $77,000, and MicroStrategy right now is not on a lot of profit. Most likely might even be at a loss, because Bitcoin is trending downwards, and if it keeps going downward, then you will have to be underwater or at a loss for a couple of periods. We also have other good news here. We have Jupiter brings poly market to Solana and lands 35 million USD investment deal. So Jupiter is this DEX on Solana chain where you can buy and sell tokens, meme coins, and right now we all know poly market. Poly market is this prediction market where you can bet against nearly anything. You can bet against the country, bet against who's going to win a match, bet against who's going to match. Huge performance. And now that poly market is coming to Solana, Jupiter is actually leading that movement. Okay, so we have poly market expand to Solana. That's very good news. We have Japan biggest wealth manager reduces crypto position after Q3 losses. So some investors are reducing their exposure and positions in crypto. This can also lead to further downward movement, downward spiral in crypto. BTC hits a low of 74.5 on some exchanges. That's 74.8, 74.9, right? Then we have Balaji Srinivasan saying that Western government will launch mass asset seizures amid sovereign debt crisis. The debt of the United States is getting higher by the day. I don't know how many trillion. We can quickly ask, but as the last time I checked, it was about 24 trillion USD. And the more they get into debt, the more this economy, you need money to run it. The more money they're going to need, and they might start seizing some people's assets, some people's crypto, some people's gold, right? Last week we saw a news that a lot of money are going to move from traditional banks into USDT, and I'm kind of impressed, into stable coins, and I'm kind of impressed with what USDT is doing. They are pegging the dollar, making sure that they're not doing a business based on debt. They are pegging it. They must have equivalent in reserve. Now they are also pegging gold, giving us a stable gold currency. So that's also something that is very, very, very interesting. I think this is just misinformation. So we have it, having it here that why $7 target for XRP is still alive after the crash. I don't know. I think this is just advertisements so that people will buy XRP. XRP keeps paying. Sorry, let me check Okay, this is compared here. So XRP keeps paying news to publicize them, so that people can buy. I think XRP is going lower, and we are going to analyze XRP today. Guys, can you hear me loud and clear? And feel free to drop questions in the chat. Feel free to drop questions in the chat. So we also have it here from Cointelegraph that 49k Bitcoin is visible. It's possible. We also have it that about 2 crypto exchanges in the UK have been sanctioned by Donald Trump for supporting Iranian officials. So that's just the major news we have in crypto. Let's move to Forex. If we look at Forex, we're having news that Naira is going to face tougher US dollar era under potential Fed Chairman Kevin Walsh. So over the weekend, on Friday, President Donald Trump recommended Kevin Walsh to be the new Fed Chairman, right? So if that occurs and the USD starts strengthening, the dollar index starts, other currencies are going to depreciate in value. So right now most currencies have appreciated against the dollar. I think Naira right now is about 1.4. So let me check, just a moment please. So we have Naira at 1,384. But if dollar index continues strengthening, then Naira might depreciate to an higher price. We also have it here that Stanbic IBTC posts 69% profit jump as balance sheet strengthens deep into 2025. Okay, European banks launches first investment in Nigeria. India to borrow record 17.2 trillion rupees in fiscal year. So these are just news about currencies. We have President Xi Jinping of China calling renminbi. So renminbi CHY, that's the currency of China, to attain global reserve currency status. So if the currency of China end up assuming global reserve currency, then the US dollar is going to have like a backdoor, stay at the back status. That's the de-dollarization. It's going to keep losing its value. It has nearly lost all its value anyway. But yeah, it's still stronger than most currencies. Most countries print more money, so that's why we are having inflation. One of the reasons why we're having inflation, and that's one of the reasons why most people are also moving more into crypto, gold, and other hard assets, even stable coins. We also have yen weakens versus dollar after Takachi comments on currencies. Yeah, so yen started strengthening yesterday. It's also weakens because dollar is also strengthening. So gold extends the decline on Fed share announcement of profit taking. So yeah, gold has been falling since Friday. Gold has been falling since Friday. FX option expires for 2 of Friday. Okay. We also seen stock market volatility takes back seats to commodity FX. So that's basically our news. Let's move over to the chart. First, we are going to start with our trade on Friday. So this is actually the first profitable trade we had since we started live streaming last week Monday. So yeah, this was the setup we gave on Friday. As you can see, we shorted euro, and yeah, it came through. 1 ratio 2 risks to reward. Awesome trade. And yeah, it's still going lower. Yeah, that's like the first winning trade we've had. So yeah, a big round of applause for us. Yeah. I don't has covered all our losses. I'm not sure it has covered all our losses, but yeah, it's a good news. Let's also, yes, we made 2 trades, so we have had 2 profitable trades now. The second trade was on US100, so we shorted US100 on Friday, so that was also a profitable trade. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So right now, based on our market scanner, everything looks bearish. So let's also do a multiple time frame analysis of the major pairs, the major 4 pairs that we trade, and see if it's going to confirm or corroborate what we have on our scanner. So let's just start with gold. Let's start with gold. Let's start with gold. Let's see what we have for gold. Gold right now. Let us delete everything on our chart as usual. Start afresh. Let's start from the weekly. So gold has been pretty bullish all this while. This is our all-time high here. Can you see our all-time high? And this is like the low. This is the recent low. Yeah, this is the recent low. What I can do is doing a line zone. Can you see? So after that, you can see that we are seeing some bearish. We saw bearish momentum on gold on Friday. It reversed all the profit it made for the week. So as of Friday, it dropped from 5,570 to as low as 4,714. That's a very, very massive drop. We haven't seen anything like that before. We haven't seen anything close to that before. And if you look at it very, very well, as early this morning, we came to as low as 438, or let me just say 44, and we started rejecting. Right now we're at 47, so we are seeing like buying momentum, buying pressure, bullish momentum, buying pressure. So let's come over to daily to see what exactly is happening. So we're kind of bullish until we take this low and form a lower low. So we need to come and take this low, and most likely we'll still come and take it. But before we take it, we're going to see a couple more dramas in gold. We don't know where exactly gold is going, but I'm very, very certain that we are going to come and take this low. It's going to form a lower low. Then you can now say this bearish trend or bearish momentum is full in place, and maybe start fully shorting gold. Right. Based on my analysis this morning, we still have to wait for a couple days, maybe one day, before we see a Gold seems to be dropping. On the 1 hour, we are bearish, as you can see. We are bearish. If the 1 hour should close like this is a bearish engulfing, which might signal a sell. But that's if it closes like this. So let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also bearish. It's also bearish on 1 hour. It's also bearish. This is looking more like a zone. Before we should even look at selling, you should get to like 79 or 78 point something. So yes, we had two profitable trades. We have two profitable trades. Okay, we are still not break even. I'm not sure we are not, but we check our history. This is the Nasdaq trade, and this is the Euro trade. So looking at US100, US100 is also bearish. It's bearish. But I still have the Euro trade running on another account. Although this is looking like a potential sell-off. euro has broken towards the downside, so I expect it to go lower. Or more. Everything won't drop. But as usual, we'll have to wait for candle close. Dollar index is just going higher, strengthening higher, and every other thing is falling. Pounds is also falling. So basically, we trade in the direction of a trend, and we use zones as well for our entry. And we live stream New York session. So let's go to our market scanner with higher time frame zones. Let's look at the zones. Let's compare it with our own zones. Right now, we have been able to confirm our scanner, which shows that most of our pairs are bearish, with our own technical analysis on the chart, which corroborates each other, bearish. Pounds that was a bit neutral and sideways. Sorry, euro that was a bit neutral and sideways is now bearish, coming down, and yeah. Oil was bullish throughout last 2 weeks. It was bullish, and we are back at this zone. So we watch what happens. So this is US30. US30 is bearish. Let's check our scanner with the higher time frame trend. Let's see what it has for US30. So okay, wow, it's saying US30 is bullish. Next resistance is at 48,960. Next support is at 48,343. 48,343. So it's right. It's right. Can you see? This is the next support, and this is the next resistance at 48,960. 48,960. So the next resistance is around there. If it comes here, then rejects it, you are going to sell downwards. What do you think? Excuse me. US30 is approaching that resistance zone. S&P 500, US 500 is also going high. Should have a resistance there. The way this candle closes on gold is very, 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 very important. This is what's going to determine whether we trade it or not. If we don't enter here on gold, another potential entry is here. That's trying to say take liquidity around there. To take liquidity around there. I have just one more minute. So the candle have closed. The candle closed so bearish. It closed so bearish, and I don't know. Close. This is a bearish engulfing. This is like our entry. The only concern is that we are close to this recent low, this solid support that we are not able to break. I'm very close to it, so we have to be careful. We have to be careful. From what I'm seeing, wow, this euro is very bearish. This is just 30. I think they will push up. They will push more up. This is 3 o'clock. They will push more up to liquidate people, and after that, can join them down. One thing that is funny about gold is it can still come up to liquidate good stop loss here. So let's just watch.
young sisters, when they're single, they want to marry someone, they say, one condition of me marrying you is I've got to have a cat.
It take a while before we see potential setup today. And apologies, I'm kind of sleeping. Just staring at the chat. Nothing. Bitcoin is looking as if it has a coffee candle here. So US100, Euro has broken out, it's going lower. US30 keeps going up. So let's see US30 too. Oh. Let's look at the zone for Bitcoin. So this Bitcoin support zone is 78,216. Wow, when was this scan? Okay, this in the morning. I don't want this scan. Let's look for the recent scan. We don't have any recent scan. Oh. So Bitcoin support is at 78.2. Okay, oh sorry. We are at support 78.2. Okay, correct. Next support is 76,590 for BTC. 76,590. I need to go lower. This is next support. Let's ask Gemini what he thinks about this sell-off. Is this a sell for gold? So we're asking ChatGPT, is it a sell now? Since we are seeing our bearish engulfing. So ChatGPT is saying yes, the trend on 1 hour is bearish. We have seen a lot of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Is this going to form a lower high? Correct. But he is saying that I've already drawn supply zone here or other block. That if I'm selling now, I'm selling quite low, on like waiting for this premium zone. And this premium zone is also, as a matter of fact, closer to the trend line. Because if we bring our trend line here and do this, or if we do this, so this would have been a better sell, but let's check. I'm not really agreeing with Gemini that we are selling early because the movement from 4.4 to 4.8 is about $400. You know. Yeah. Hmm. Gold is selling now. Think we might also sell risk risks. Risking 107 is quite high. Yeah, risk $100. Yeah, seems this is also selling. What I've seen is even when we have bearish engulfing, you still have this candle that comes to take that will still come to take this liquidity here. If this sell is true, one candle will still come to back here to take this one. So we can wait for that one. So our sell will be around 4738. This is a buy signal. Fuck, we missed this. So when we were analyzing, we said we'll see if oil is going to, if oil is going to respect this zone, and it does. This candle here is a bullish signal. This one. It's a bullish signal, but it has gone far, so you have to know what we are doing. It has gone far. 1:2. Let's just do 1:2. It has gone far. Although this is not among what we trade, so looks like it won't take me. One thing I'm getting to realize about trading is you have to be willing to only take the best of the best of setups. You have to be willing to only take the best of setup. Because if you chase every setup, lose, obviously it would affect your confidence, your thinking, your mentality. Except for professionals that are okay with continuing to lose so far it's in accordance with their edge, their strategy, they're okay with that. But yeah, I don't think it works that way. So save your psychology, save your confidence, save your thinking, save your execution by only taking the best of the best setup that aligns with everything you've put down. Because of course, this market is always shining opportunity at you. Opportunity. You can't go after every opportunity. Just like real world, you can't do every profession, you can't do every business. What are the ones that align with your strength? What are the ones that is compatible with you? Those are the ones that you should go for. The ones that you know that you can win, you have an edge, you have an advantage. So basically that's it. That is it. This setup is very valid, very valid. But if you can just wait, let's say we even miss this setup, painful, right? And let's say it comes back up, takes the liquidity here, and we get our proper entry, this one, and we get it, and that one we are willing to risk and lose with that one. Just let's see. I've seen something like this before, and from experience, it's just better we wait till 5-6 and see what happens. Beside this prop firm, 15 USD account, 15k account, we are down to 14,417. We are down by almost 583. So this is what it is. Let's see the miracle we can perform. As you can see, the price seems to be reversing. If this eventually comes back up and takes out this liquidity, that means you have to be willing to take the pain of missing setup and being okay. We have 30 more minutes to the close of the candle. Euro seems to be reversing. BTC going higher. It's getting interesting, guys. This is BTC. So as you can see, these are good areas. So let's put our text there. AOI. AOI. This is AOI. This is area of interest. Looking at entry in this area. Let's just wait for a sweep. I know it's not easy to put in all the time. Look at it, we are burning resources, fuel, internet, time, setup, or for the best setup. There's no perfect setup, but it's better you wait for the best setup. In liquidity sweep, yeah, much better. You gladly take any losses there because if you try than entering there, then having a very wide stop loss and still being stopped out. As you can see, gold is now reversing. So I want you to come and do his work of taking liquidity here. Let it come. Let's see US100. Wow, US100 is breaking boundaries. There's an area of interest here, and there's another one here. But this one will be the sweetest, guys. This area of interest that is there will be the sweetest because clearly it shows that it has come back to our entry. But there's another one here which is has broken out of LI, 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 and you see this massive candle. So yeah, this liquidity taking, this one taking, this one also taking. Will they come for this one? Or even to come from this their final one? Yes, these are what we have. Something interesting. Today is actually a very interesting day. Monday. So gold is doing just as we expected. It's coming back up. Take a lot of liquidity. Take this, then we can now join. So this is not valid. We didn't enter this one. It's not valid. Bitcoin is also taking liquidity. Let it come. Expect a sell around there. This sell is even proper. 1:2. Take it. We have about 24 more minutes to the end of this live stream. So it's playing out exactly as we have planned. We most likely take out this liquidity. If it's before, we have rushed into it. Those guys knows exactly what we are looking for. So if gold continues, most likely our entry will be around maybe 5 or 6 p.m. or anytime we see a good signal after arriving at this our area of interest. This is what it is. Yes, 30 keeps going higher, keeps going higher, keeps going higher. Okay, yes, 100 keeps going higher. So this AOI is no longer valid. This is our AOI. It's coming back to this entry. Let's go, baby. Yes, 100 keeps going higher. BTC. Yes, 30. So most likely this AOI is not even valid. So yeah, it's no longer valid. See the way it broke through it. So this is our AOI. Move this one, everything has to do with patience. Patience. Shout out to success V Entertainment, Success TV Entertainment, thank you for coming. Thank you for saying hi. We are glad to have you here. Hope you're learning. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. From what I'm seeing, it's most likely this thing will continue until it takes out even this liquidity, or to stop somewhere here around 4, then 5 o'clock. It's almost 4 o'clock. This will close here, then 5 or 6 you might see the entry that we are looking for. Five or 6 you might see the entry we are looking for. Everything is today is strong sell. So don't let me say it's strong sell, but everything today is saying sell. We have to wait for the perfect sell. This is oil. S&P 500 also broke out of this AOI, so this kind of will be our new AOI, but we can use this. We are seeing more than 5 potentials. No. Okay, if we add US 500 to it, that's about 5 potential setup. 5. And if at all we are going to be taking more than one position, and we are using like 1%, we take 2 or 3, that's about 2% or 3% risk. So maybe instead of risking 2% on a single one, you can spread it 1% here, 1% here, and let's see how it goes. We have about 13 more minutes to the end of this live stream. It's just 2-hour live stream. No valid setup yet. No valid setup yet. It's so funny why the dollar index has been increasing for the past 2 to 3 hours, and all these other assets still going up. Now it's falling, they are falling as well. The correlation between dollar index and these assets is just not fixed. It's not fixed. It's relative. It changes. I don't know how Bitcoin wants to close, but is this looking like a better AOI? So we use the tip of this week here, the tip and the body. So this is what I'm seeing. Let me check Bitcoin Cash. I'm seeing something interesting on Bitcoin Cash. This last crash in Bitcoin, it's affected altcoins a lot. A lot of altcoins crashed. Pi is now lower. I was arguing with somebody that Pi will still keep going down to about 0.1. He didn't believe me. Same with XRP. He's just so bullish that everything is going up. But now it's playing out just as I've said. But in this market, it's not about what you said, it's about are you making money. So on a couple of those trades, especially XRP, that I predicted that it's going to come down. So let's just check the chart. This is XRP. I've been predicting that it's going to come down since, if you come to daily time frame, since 2 point something. Yeah. Since there. Yeah, around there. It has been coming down since then. It has been coming down since then. out of all this setup, US30 still looks like the one that is best for sale. Still looks like the one. Still looks like the one that is best for sale. About 1.1 to 6 weeks to reward. You don't want to come back and test this range that it broke out of from. Okay, US100 is also looking enticing, but I feel it's still going to come back to this our initial entry. That will make it a more valid setup, and if it really comes back there, yeah, gonna short. Then we'll just take this high. Uh, our previous SL stop loss holds, but I don't know if it will reach here, but because it has taken this liquidity, one, it has taken another one here, two, it comes back and take this third one, make it awesome. More. We have about 4 more minutes to the close of our candle and end of our live stream. Everything is looking bearish now. Gold is looking more bearish. Even Dow Jones, yesterday is now bearish. Broke out of this trend line. This US30 is dropping. So me, I will assume it has taken this liquidity as one of our best setup now. Although we don't normally trade it, but since today we'll break our rule. Well, let me check one more thing. Let me check it very well. So candle close, candle close, candle close. Let me check one more thing in US30. Sell US30. Let's sell. So sold. Sold US30. That's I reached 2.75% on it. So for this one too, looks as if we should also short gold. But let's see which other one. US30 has been short, so we short it around there, around 4929. So we short it there. Our SL here, targeting here. I want to show 2 point something there. This is our US100. It's still bullish. This one is still bullish. So okay, just a moment, please. Just a moment. Oh. So we only have one position on US30. .75%. So this is US100. We don't have a position yet on US100, but let's keep watching. But Bitcoin here is looking bearish because this is a bearish engulfing. This candle is a bearish engulfing. It, in a way, took liquidity and is bearish too. We only have a setup on US30 and we are currently at a little loss. We're at a loss actually. We're at a loss. Risk 0.75%. This is it. At a loss. I don't know. This should be our entry for Bitcoin if you are selling. No entry yet on US100. We only entered on US30. It's back, almost back at our previous entry. Almost back there. So guys, we'll soon be ending this live stream. As I've said, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. That's the next candle close. We'll know if we have an entry or not. But this was a poor entry for us. Very poor entry. Very poor entry. For US30. Very poor entry. I've not even set. Let me check. I've set SL for it. Okay, yeah, I've set SL. The SL is above this. above. It's back at my initial entry. Maybe wait for sweep of here or sweep of here for US 100. So guys, I have to go. I have to go. Thank you very much. It's a wrap for market analysis and execution. We analyzed a couple of markets, majorly gold, BTC, US 100, Euro, US 30, even oil, and GBP, USD, and US 500. So we only executed on US 30, and hopefully I will still enter 0.75% risk or 1% risk on any other of this sell setup. And I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow. Thank you very much for taking your time and watching. If you have any question, please put it down in the comment section below. Love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.